I remember waking up in the morning and thinking that, I really had the opportunity to win the tournament. I really felt like everything was right. I felt like I had the right areas. I felt like the potential was there. And it was something that I didn't actually have to prove, and it was really easy for me just to go out and know that if I just, put my head down and worked hard at it, the potential was there, and the opportunity was just waiting for me to take it. It was pretty amazing to be sitting there, and we were on the stage, we were in the boats, waiting, and I knew what kind of weight I had, and I told myself that if I remember it was 15 pounds, I told myself if I had 15 pounds, I'd have a chance at winning, and I think I was right at 15 pounds, or maybe just a hair over, and I remember thinking that, I'm gonna be really close. I think it really is a shot that I could win this tournament. And getting on that stage and having that weight, and I remember at the time we had both of us up there. It was Anthony Gagliardi and myself at the tanks, and he was the last one to weigh in because he was the one that led it going into that final day. And I remember sitting there thinking, I knew that I had 15 pounds. I remember the very first fish he pulled out to put into the tank to weigh was a small fish. It was only 1.25 pound fish, and right then I knew that I won. In 2010, I led the Forrest Cup going into the final day, and that was a tournament too that I felt like I was going to win. I really had the right areas to do it, and the same thing. I knew the right spots to win. I knew the right things to win, and I knew again that it was just going to take going out and doing it. And it was just one of those days where it didn't happen. In 2006, it did happen. The right bites happened, and I was able to get them in the boat. In 2010, it just didn't happen. It was Kevin Hawk's time for sure, and I couldn't have been happier. The only thing that saved me from complete devastation in that tournament was that Kevin won. And I knew that I had the right things going and everything was right to win that tournament, but I couldn't have been happier for Kevin to win that tournament. It's pretty amazing that no one's actually won the Forrest Cup twice. It really is a shock that it hasn't happened yet, and it's just this ongoing question of who's going to do it now. It's going to happen any day and any year, and to be that first guy, I obviously want to be that person because I know once it happens one time, it's going to happen again quick. That's usually the way things happen. Is once a record's broken, then a lot of times it's broken pretty quickly after that. So, to be the first person to do that would be pretty amazing. Just to have a victory at that level, the Forrest Cup, to have that title, but to have it twice is obviously something that is so tough to do that, because of the fact that no one's done it, it needs to happen. And I want to be the first one to do it. I'm excited about going to Murray for the Cup. We were there several years ago, and I made the top 10 there, and actually that tournament too, I remember I had the opportunities to win that tournament. I had the bites to actually win the tournament. I didn't get them in the boat. I broke several off, lost some, and missed some that, looking back on it, I remember saying that was one that I actually had the bites to win the tournament. And I am excited about going back. It's going to be different. There's no doubt about it. The fishing's going to be different. It's been several years. Things changed quite a bit. We can't go back and expect the same things to happen. So, but again, I'm excited to go back. I like the lake. Who knows what's going to happen? What the opportunities are going to, what opportunities are going to present themselves? But I'm excited to go there. I really feel like it's a fun lake, and the potential is there for having a very good tournament. It's pretty crazy to go and compete in a tournament against very few anglers, but knowing that one of them actually has a dock on the lake and lives there you know, it's tough to compete against someone that knows the place so well like that. And he's a very good fisherman, and not only being a very good fisherman, but having the lake be his backyard, he knows so much about it that he can change on the fly and make the right decisions. And that's what it takes to get a key bite when things are, you know, if you're struggling out there and you don't know what to do, you don't have the background there, you can get spun out. But by living there and having that, when he sees one little thing, he can run and do it and get that key bite that'll help him win the tournament. If it comes down to Anthony and I on the final day, you know, you know, we're competitors out there. I want to win, and you know, I kind of took one from him a couple years ago, but believe me, I'm not going to hold back. I want to take another one.